Was the episode boring due to exposition, lack of action, or just plain boring? Um, I feel like it's sort of just like I personally have been getting less engaged with that. Like I'm not even as upset about the game or the show anymore whenever I watch a new episode. It's just so expected. Like, I've seen, 5 episodes of this season, so when the sixth comes out, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be just as bad. Howdy, just dropping in to say hi. I've quite a backlog of vids to catch up, or VODs to catch up on. That's no problem, thank you. Hello, Tanner. Um, the show is... The show is... I thought I got the right hex code color for the fucking counter in the top left, but I guess I didn't. Does anyone know what the like HTML hex code thing is for the colors for the HUD so I can match it? New Vegas HUD color hex code. I don't know if any of these are correct. Let's see. Deathclaw counter, select color. Is this more accurate? No, that's literally the same color. Okay, never mind then. FFD. Okay, let me see if that one works. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, White Mouse. I don't know why. When I Googled which one is the correct one, or like the correct, it just, I think begin again is not the same as the OG. It's just I'm too used to playing this. Oops, I just minimized OBS by accident. I need to see that so I know that the stream isn't about to explode. Yeah, the one I looked up, it always gave me a very different color. There we go, that looks better. I screenshotted the browser and pasted it in Paint on that. Oh, shit, I could have just... I think I have an eyedropper tool somewhere that I could have probably just done on OBS and just gone over the HUD element. Anyway, before I dip, the show is damn so flanderized is a good word. Feels like the stereotype, yeah. That's one way to describe it. I would say that is a way to describe it. I would argue that it's more... It's like a little bit of flanderization, but it's also a lot of just like, let's take a name of something. What is the name of the faction or organization? The Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, well, what do? They wear power armor, and then the rest they'll just make up. That's pretty much what it is for every faction. I will say yes, OpenStrip looks amazing. This is how it looked, kind of, in the E3 trailer before the game launched, and then they realized, oof, ouch, we can't run this on the consoles. So let's put a big, fat, ugly gate dividing the strip, like, right here. Like this huge, disgusting gate right here. Oh, but like, look at that. Look at that, just down this, ooh. Man, it's so nice, it works well. It's very, oh. Also, I think there's like more NPCs milling about. I think that's also a mod. Because there's just like a lot of like, this feels, sure, maybe not as busy as the strip could probably be in reality, but like, there's like people. I know they're just kind of wandering around in circles, but it feels better. Yeah, the show, well, I'll talk about what we're going to do this stream is I'm going to go explore some other things, and we're also going to go and destroy every Deathclaw on the map that we can find, and then we'll probably do some of the Brotherhood quests, and who knows what else. So, I've got... We're gonna try to do it alone, because it's going to be better. It's going to be funnier. Like, okay, we could do it alone, and it would be probably more difficult, or we could bring, like, Veronica and Eddie along and have them face tank the Deathclaws for us. Was a Securitron for a Soldier face? Wasn't Soldier Avatar for... They have the updates. The strip, all the ones on the strip have the updates. We've given House the chip. So, we haven't gone to the fort yet to activate the rest of them. Did I install the real-time local map mod? I tried. The way that this mod pack is set up is using the version I have, which is several months old now, is using a version of script extender that is different from the one that is required for the mod, and I tried to replace it with a newer version of script extender, but it broke a bunch of other mods, and the mod still didn't work properly. I actually got it so that I could hit the G key and my character would bring up the Pip-Boy, which was cool, but the map was broken. So, and it also broke a bunch of other mods because it was a different version of script extender. So, yeah, unfortunately, no Pip-Boy mod. It's cool, though. It's really neat. Even when it was broken, it was cool to see. You know what? Where's Veronica? We'll bring Veronica and have her punch things. New Vegas Twitter. New Vegas Twitter is saying that he knew that for Vault 34. I think you were being watched. Oh god, both like that was so fucking awful. It was my own fault, but god, I was wandering back and forth and back and forth.
What's that?
Punchy, let's go. I don't know what happened to Rex. I swear I sent Rex back to the... I swear I sent Rex back to the Lucky 38, and I can't find him. I checked earlier. Being senile. This is after we fixed his brain. Oh. God and anime on my side. Thank you for resubscribing for 8 months. That's almost 9 months. Thank you, Plagueling. I have to actually see if you sent a message, because that doesn't get 8 months of being stuck with my ass. Why are you green? I don't know. Now you're not. Yes, you will be rescued on Saturday when we do XCOM 2 again. After mandatory health checkup when we get hit with high fever in the evening. have the flu immediately after you pass your health checkup. Well, see, that's the thing, is that's why you never go to a doctor, because you'll just get sick. That's what happens. This is not medical advice. This is a joke. Don't ban me. Okay, let's start with... Turns out I'm not busy tonight. We have flood warnings. Oh, no. Yeah, it's all snow warnings for us here. It snowed a little bit. It's gonna snow more. Oh! Oh, God. Alright, well, we'll camp out here, and then we'll head to Quarry Junction. There's gotta be a bed in here. We good? What time is it? Let's wait till there's some daylight. Okay, there's Deathclaws in the Mojave. We are going to deal with that. There will no longer be Deathclaws in the Mojave. So, I have the Deathclaw killing weapon. I have the anti-material rifle with nearly 600 rounds of match grade 50 BMG. I think we'll be fine. But the Frontier said we can fuck Deathclaws. Don't worry, that will happen eventually, once New Vegas is done. The frontier will happen. Now, ooh, so your first target. How many of these can we stealth kill? No suppressor because it's cheating. I missed. I didn't miss that time. It didn't die. 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh. Cheating until the Deathclaw closes distance in a millisecond. Yeah. You know, so I remember that Deathclaw interaction in the Frontier. There's a thing in the Frontier, in Fallout the Frontier, where you can encounter a Deathclaw and you can have sex with it. Like, it's implied that you have sex with the Deathclaw. Well, you have sex with the Deathclaw. And I remember that people were like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. If it was, so it was apparently bugged. It was only oh god. It was only supposed to be a Wild Wasteland encounter, and it was only, it was also supposed to be a case where you were where after you woke up from it, you were supposed to have all your limbs crippled. Which, you know what? If that worked as intended, I think that would be a kind of a funny joke. I think that would be in line with, like, Fisto. But the fact that you didn't wake up with your limbs crippled and it wasn't a Wild Wasteland only, kind of, you know, kind of makes it seem weirder. Oh, there's like they're clustering. I can't even tell how many that was. I gotta actually go check. I gotta go, like, confirm my kills. So this is a really nice model, this HD model for the anti-material rifle. Real nice. I will say, as soon as I say that, I did just notice that your 2 fingers are clipping through the stock. That might also be a vanilla issue, I'm not really sure. That's a confirmed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. Are you telling me it's anti-material? No. It's anti-material rifle. That's why it's good against anything. Because it's effective against all things because everything is made out of material. That's fucking logic right there. No one on this side of the Atlantic is gonna call it an anti-material rifle. Oh, we're gonna go to the Deathclaw Promontory. We're gonna go to the 3 areas where there's big Deathclaws. There's the Quarry Junction. There's somewhere around here. Oh god, where is it? There it is, Deadwind Cavern. And then across from the Lucky Jim Mine or the Cliffside Prospector Camp, there is the Deathclaw Promontory, which is unmarked. Oh, we're gonna clear them all out. Don't worry, we'll clear out all. I know there's like a bunch of them all around the Quarry Junction, like not just in the Quarry Junction itself. I can't tell if that's like a shovel or a bit of machinery or a Deathclaw. Oh, that's a Deathclaw. Also, the anti-material, it's technically, the gun it's based off of is not, it's actually a proper sniper rifle. It's not just an anti-material rifle. It's got the actual, like, build and, like, precision for to be a proper sniper's rifle, not just, like, for example, like, the Barrett 50 cal is not a sniper rifle. It's meant to be, oh. Meant to be an anti-material rifle. To, like, shoot at material that isn't people. Can't wait to see a Deathclaw mom instant transmission to me. Deathclaw hunting with the anti-everything gun. Literally in the process of saying people are material. This is also a gun that you would not shoulder in real life. Couldn't tell if I killed him or not. Let's try VATS. It's almost too easy. I will say, we're at the point of the game where we're so broken. Can I try to BB one to death? That's actually a really smart, that's a really good idea. Each off-the-shoulder shot should give you a crippled limb. Yeah, that thing is meant to be fired from, like, a prone position. I'll even show you with the... There's like the on the stock here. Maybe you can see it better if it's on my character. That little metal at the top there, that metal round thing right next to my character's like head. That is essentially another post that you can push. You bring it down and you can sort of plant it and put your offhand on that to help stabilize it. So you can get another point of contact. Okay, this is now this is how God intended for you to hunt Deathclaws. See? I see one of the big ones. Lucky I didn't bring a stealth boy. Oh, I'm sorry. When you don't get a crit, it just bounces off of them. I think we're confusing their pathfinding because we're up on this rock. Easy peasy, that's our 20th kill. Want you to know that you caused me to reinstall New Vegas again? Be like me, who ends up playing this game at least once a year. The terrain here, both here on the promontory, screws their pathfinding. The most dangerous apex predator of the wasteland versus small bits of plastic or maybe metal, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be like old school metal BBs. Not like that modern plastic crap. There's like a handful of games that are like every 12 to 18 months I end up playing again, and Fallout is definitely one of them. You a bot? You have a bot? Plagueling, be ready. Morrowind, yeah, something like a Morrowind or like a Deus Ex are up there. Deus Ex was like my first, it was my first playthrough this year, but maybe play that again soon because it was really good. What was that reload animation? I think it's supposed to be you unscrewing the front and pouring more BBs in, but it doesn't look great, I will admit. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did a playthrough of Deus Ex with GMDX Augmented Edition, and it was really good. Very good, quick follow-ups with this thing. This started with the anti-material rifle, and now we're flinging BBs.
Hey.
I thought Veronica was a Deathclaw. Arcanum. Yeah, Arcanum is really good in a lot of ways. I just really dislike the combat in it. It ends up just being like a fucking mess. Like, you start combat in that game, and it's just like, it's real time, and then it's just like, it's a bunch of like overlapping sound effects and just like shit happening, and you can die in like an instant. It's a shame because like the world is great, and exploring is great, and the story is interesting, and there's all that kind of stuff, and then the combat's kind of iffy. It gets a little better. I think there's like the turn-based mode, and it can get a little better, but then the combat slows down. Like, it gets to the point where it becomes too slow. I think we got another kill. I don't know. The count's gonna get inaccurate because I'm gonna forget. What was collecting Deathclaws? I don't know, I always do this. This is something I always do in New Vegas playthroughs, is getting late to the game, or when you get late into the game, just go to the Deathclaw places, you know, jacked up with all your good guns and high skills and perks. I don't think they're, I think they're gonna calm down so you can go for your smoke plagueling. A light machine gun. Someone tried to Rambo these Deathclaws. How big do the chickens get out of here? Or get out here? I'm the protagonist from the Fallout TV show. There's turn-based mode. It's such an amazing world, cool it is, so it's practically unplayable. Yeah, the fact that Arcanum does also need like significant mod stuff to run, you know, modern systems, so that the UI isn't a mess and all that other stuff, and that it's like the resolution and things. It's, yeah, it's not the easiest game to get into, and even still, like, it's not the greatest UI. Even when you like you get it running, it's kind of, it's a little antiquated. The innocence and vulnerability of the Deathclaws is what led to their demise, hunted down by a maniac with a toy rifle. Yeah, guys, we need to remaster and remake 5 years. Yeah, exactly. No, well, see, the thing is, I actually haven't, I don't know. Like, it's like, yeah, games have to, it's got to be profitable, but it's like, yeah, why are we remastering games that are like a decade old, maybe? Maybe less than a decade? It's like, why? You could play it. You could buy, you probably bought it. How will Naughty Dog make money if they don't re-release The Last of Us every 2 years? I don't know. They're currently working on whatever the fuck that game that everyone's made fun of. Oh, it worked! The Stream Elements thing worked! I forgot I set up a thing for Stream Elements to say every 25 minutes, say, you don't see it on screen, but if you're in Twitch chat, you see it. It says, hey idiot, drink some water. Perfect. Well, these guys, I'm not that hated with the cons yet, right? Shunned. Okay, so they're not going to attack me on...
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans?
With the Great Khans.
Don't leave a trail.
What kind of accent do you have? Take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Vault 13 canteen. Did we get them all? There's probably one or two more, I think, probably clowning around. And then there's a bunch like over there, I remember, like north of Quarry Junction. If only we had a rifle with a sniper scope to examine. I think we got them all. Yeah, Quarry Junction's clean. We can actually go back to Sloan and say we cleared out all them Deathclaws. And they'll be like, well, boy howdy. Is there an invisible... Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Okay, let's go to Sloan. Grab the Fat Man? I'm not gonna use the Fat Man.
You need something?
Kill the Deathclaw.
Coming from anyone else, I'd say they were drunk or crazy. But that look in your eyes, I believe you. I can pay you, but it ain't much for what you pulled off. I'll get on the ham radio first thing and tell people all about you, though.
Hey. Did they make actual canteens ever? Because if not, they were leaving money on the table. I don't know. And nowadays, I would expect if they made something like that, it would accidentally have lead in it. Anyone remember the fiasco with the fucking bags for Fallout 76?
Let me ask you. Yeah, can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out.
The rum bottles! Oh my god!
Obvious.
Canvas is a rare material.
I can't believe you actually got one.
The rum bottles, which is literally just like a bottle in a plastic container. And that the rum itself sucked. And you can't pour from the bottles because it's just two plastic halves that are covering a normal bottle. And then the power armor helmets that had a propensity to grow. Oh my god. Fallout, man. It's crazy that like a game was so bad that its aura permeated even the memorabilia, the merchandise that came with it. Makes me think of I saw the other day, it's not as bad, but it made me think there is like a thing on Twitter where it's like, here's the collector's edition for oh fuck, what is it, Marathon. And it's like all this junk like that you would expect, but no copy of the game, and they're asking $200 for like the super collector's edition. So you have to pay $200 for the super mega collector's edition, and you don't even get the game. You have to spend more money. Oh. All right, this is bad. Not that bad. We're holding on. Punch better.
I've had worse.
Etsy has Vault 13 flasks. Not a proper canteen. Bugs transcend the programming into the physical plane. Sucked is an understatement. I'd rather prolific rum drinker, and I love to sample loads of different kinds. I'm not joking when I say that the old Tesco Value White rum was better than that. I got to try some, and it was the most vile things I've ever tasted. Because wasn't it supposed to be like... It was supposed to be like Nuka-Cola Dark, which is like, you know, like an alcoholic cola beverage. And so was it supposed to be like a... Was it like... Is it supposed to be like a rum? Like a... Was it a cola-flavored rum? Or something like that? And it's just like... It just sounds bad. Oh shit, there's a lot of them out here, I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Man, these crit hits. Crit. Shit. This is like an all or nothing build with the BB gun. It's either you crit and deal insane damage, or you don't and you deal 3 because you're shooting a BB gun. It was meant to be a rum and coke thing, but it's filled with aspartame and alcohol tasted like nail polish remover. I don't know how you're meant to achieve that with a dark rum. I'm going to guess, and this is me. Did I count that one? I don't know. I'm adding another to the count. This is me gonna guess what the rum was, what their idea was. Okay, we need memorabilia for this game, merchandise. We're gonna do the rum. Find the cheapest people who can make a rum that is vaguely cola flavored. That was the end of the process. Found a guy in a basement in some barrels. And some leaky fucking... Some leaky, bottles or plastic. God, that was so cheap. See, what I like, I get it. I get making bottles is probably expensive. But, like, so... The fact that it was just, like, too... It was too, also flat? Who wants to drink rum and coke soft drink mix with a flat... Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Because, yeah, when you're drinking rum and coke, you know, you have the nice fizziness of the soda as well. So, like, if anything, it shouldn't have been like a... It should have been like a pre-mixed, like a mixer beverage, like the ones you can find, the ones that are pre-mixed. It should have been that. Instead of, like, a rum. Said it costs more to do a plastic mold instead of a glass. They said it costs more to do with a plastic mold instead of the glass bottle. I was just about to go on. That it's like, why wouldn't you just put it in a glass bottle? Why wouldn't you just put it in a glass or in a plastic bottle, like a full plastic bottle that looks like the, because the whole thing is like, or one of the big things is having the like the iconic shape. Iconic. It's the added in the Bethesda games. You know, you want the rocket ship shape. So, like, wouldn't you just have, like, wouldn't it be, like, better to just have a molded plastic bottle that is, it just needs a mod, yeah. It'll be the best. Oh yeah, you would want the bottle cap. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Because, like, that's the thing, is, like, oftentimes it's like that sort of stuff is to be put on a shelf. Just filling up the map here, again, these other locations. These locations that are, like, the areas that I think, like, nobody ever goes to. Like, who ever goes this way? Whoever finds Tribal Village? Okay, I guess one more hour. There we go. Cazador's being free XP? But like, what, at like level 1? To be fair, I haven't played New Vegas without a mod pack that, well, that's the thing, is like, yeah, like, I was gonna say, like, you could probably deal with those at level 1 if you have the grenade rifle from the... If you have the grenade rifle from the pre-order bonus thing, you can cripple the Cazadors at range and then just finish them off. But even then, that would be risky at low level. Go pay respects to Chance. Chance was a bitch. Man, that was fun. Fallout 76 was... That was like... I feel like people don't realize how... Like, it's been long enough that I think a lot of people don't realize how bad that game is and was.
Over here.
I firmly believe, remember, if anyone's telling you that Fallout 76 has been fixed, they're lying to you. It's... Okay. They're lying to you, or they're being... Or there's someone... How do I put this? Or there's someone who really likes Fallout 76. I was gonna make a joke there where, like, look at me, I'm a tourist at a national park. I'm gonna go touch the black bear. Oh, good shooting. I'm shooting and it's not even in my sights. It's in a marginally better state. It's like, yeah. It's in a marginally better state, but that, it's, again, it doesn't mean much because of how bad of a state it was in. I don't think I ever... What is this? I don't think I've ever been this way. No, it's like another way into Red Rock. I didn't even know. Cazador Promontory, basically? Oh, fun. Yeah, unmarked location filled with Cazadors. Huh. Interesting. Revisionist and goldfish memory? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think, like... Well, I think it's like a lot of people are, like... They just never played it, so they don't realize how bad it was. Yeah, I never realized. You can go this way. Okay, cool. Might as well pick up the map markers while I'm here. Are Cazadors the worst enemy in the game? Or do I have another one that I think is worse? They're bad until you realize the secret, which is use explosives. Like anything that can cripple, because their wings are like made out of fucking paper. So as soon as you cripple their wings, they are scary. There are like maybe like the worst in terms of like they're fast, they're extremely erratic and difficult to hit. They've got awful poison that seems to last forever, while also having that awful visual and sound effect.
You're no friend to the Great Khans. You should.
But that weakness, yeah. As soon as you realize that you can, it's kind of, you know, it's similar to the Deathclaws, where if you, you know, granted it's harder in this game than it was in like Fallout 3 because you don't have the dart gun. But the dart gun, like if you cripple a Deathclaw's legs, like the same thing. You have a high science skill? I have... We are... Okay, so we're technically max level. We're level 35, but you gotta remember we leveled twice. We got to level 33 or 34 in the Capital Wasteland, and then back to 0. And now we're level 35 again. So we're like nearly maxed in everything. We've got... We're in everything but energy gun, energy weapons, melee, and unarmed. We are at 100. Teach the man how to cook. Oh. Where is he? Wake up.
I'm all for live and let live, you know, but a lot of folks around here, aren't.
Yeah, consider making any more helpful chems?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel delicious. Oh, you're right. Already.
Okay, did I just teach him to not make drugs by accident? Well, I'm not reloading the save, so... Here's a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two Red Rock kids doing the best they can. Also, it was difficult to resist the urge to shoot him after he said "Grudalicious." Teach him how to cook more drugs. Yeah, it's fine. We're at the point where we have transcended. We are a god walking among mere men. We point at things and they just explode. Our character has a master knowledge of nearly every skill. Whoa! Oh man, that person probably didn't have a good day there. Like, these Vipers just didn't know what happened. Suddenly grenades started raining on top of them. Poor Jim here was blown to pieces before they even know what happened. Have I ever done a chem-based build? No. When it comes to a lot of, I'm just like a case of just like, if it can't be permanent for me, if it's not like a permanent buff, then I'll forget. This is actually the run I've used the most drugs in ever. Used a bit more in the Capital Wasteland than in the Mojave, and a bit more at early level, but like I rarely they were almost always like barter fuel for me, just stuff to sell for caps or to exchange for ammo or guns. But I can see the there's no Deathclaw. I can see the appeal. We actually might have to go buy more BBs. Yeah, I see the marker. I'm just gonna get the Vault 19. Actually, you know what we could do? Is we could deal with Vault 19 while we're here. There are no thoughts behind that face. So I'm pretty sure this one's pretty simple. It's shoot this guy. And then also shoot this guy. Oops, I shot Veronica. It's fine. And now the powder gangers are done. Also, we gotta kill the ones. I know we have to kill the ones at the what's it called, at the penitentiary, which we will do. One thought. I hope I get a dress. Could have blown the whole vault up in the cave. This is also good enough. Again, it shows that you are an agent of chaos to just walk in there, shoot a couple dudes, and leave the remainder wondering what the fuck just happened. Hate those super fast Bethesda charges that enemies do. Wow, you should play Fallout 4 and fight some ghouls. Because that's what every fucking ghoul does. He's stuck in the rock. Ghouls extending their arms for 20k. It's great. What are you talking about? Don't you love, like, just that really annoying... Is that a Deathclaw? Oh, it is. Oh, there's multiple. Who wants to talk about the Fallout show? Does anyone want to talk about the Fallout show? Did anyone else watch the newest episode of the Fallout show? It wasn't very good. Ow.
Welcome, sir or madam.
It was kind of uninteresting, and a lot of it is exactly what you'd fucking expect. I only watch critics. So I'm trying to remember how it starts. So if you saw the last episode, you know that the ghoul somehow got impaled. Well, not somehow, but he got pushed out of a window and impaled on a metal spike. And like I guessed, and everyone else who guessed, he was impaled on a metal post through his back, out of his stomach, and was left like that for a whole day. And it's gonna be fine the next episode. There's a scene where he's like struggling to like, and like there's a bunch of people who are just like walking around him. Like a bunch of people from Freeside are just completely ignoring the fact that he's like dying and like making, you know, noises and shit, and like, well, not dying because he doesn't actually die, but like he's like clearly, you know, injured and, you know, needs help. Everyone's just kind of ignoring him. It was always like that with ghouls. Oh god. So what happens is that there's a scene where he's I'll try to do this because I don't want to go on. We'll talk about it. So there's a scene where he's trying to, it's nighttime. He's been there for like a whole day, and he's trying to pull himself up off the post, and he tries and tries and tries, and he fails. And so he slides back down, and then you hear a big stompy figure comes out from the darkness. And the big stompy figure, who you can't see, they're wearing like a cloak, they're in darkness. They break the top of the post off, and they like rip him off. And so you fast forward to he's what's it called? He's been rescued by this person, this figure, Isn't it a metal pole? Yeah, but don't worry, they just break it off. Don't worry, it actually kind of makes sense in terms of who did it. Maybe the rest of it doesn't. So they take him to his, like, lair or something, and he's being, like, hung up. And he goes on this thing of, like, you're gonna need to be healed or whatever. And so he sticks, like, a radioactive rock in the hole that is left in the ghoul. Like, there's literally, like, a hole. Like, a clear maybe 3, 4, 5-inch hole in the ghoul. He sticks, like, a radioactive rock in there to heal him. Because, of course. And what happens, after that, the guy's talking, he's got, like, a deep voice. Oh, and by the way, if you have the subtitles on, it spoils that it's a super mutant before you see it. It's a super mutant. It's a super mutant, and it's literally like, it spoils it before the reveal. So the super mutant is talking about how it's like mutants and ghouls are kin, and you know, he goes on, the mutant says that he says the Enclave. The mutant says the Enclave. So it's clear that the Enclave is coming, probably not this season, but next season. And the Enclave, he says that the Enclave tried to wipe us out and something, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna fight them, and you're gonna help us. The ghoul is like, no, no, I don't want to. And also the super mutant, you see him for like a fraction, like maybe like 2-3 seconds, like you see him for like 5 seconds, like his face. He literally looks just like a green dude. Let me see if I can actually get the screenshot of what the super mutant looks like. Is that supposed to be? If it's supposed to be Marcus, then oh boy, I don't think it's ever said that it's Marcus. But if it just says super mutant, then maybe. But I wouldn't be surprised, because that's probably the only super mutant the people writing the show could look up. See if I can find the frame, because it was awful. So he's talking to the super mutant, and the super mutant reveals his face. And it literally just looks like a green dude. Here, let me take the screenshot. 1 sec. How do I do this again? Print screen. Fuck you. God damn it. Why isn't it working now? I was able to take a screenshot of this earlier using light shot, but now, or green shot. Now green shot won't work. Well, maybe it will, actually. Well, let me try. Okay, maybe that worked. These, of course, these things, green shot, it's just, yeah. Okay, now where did it save it? Oh, fuck. Because it didn't save it where I usually save it. Oh, no. Open image? Did it not save it? What the fuck? Let me do it again. Save directly. Oh, fuck, I did it again. Shit! Why isn't this working? The wonders of technology. Okay. It's is it? Oh, it's not actually working. So yeah, these online, like when you're watching shit through Amazon Prime on your browser, they have anti-DMR stuff, or they have they have DMR stuff. So it only works occasionally. It like I was able to do like 2 hours ago, I was able to take a screenshot of the ghoul dying like a moron on the pole, but now it won't work. So Windows Shift S doesn't work either. It literally doesn't actually. Snipping tool will make it so that as soon as snipping tool is on, since whatever DMR thing they're using will recognize that it's like on a captured software or capturing software, and will make it a black screen. But here's a funny picture of the ghoul dying. Oh, perfect. I'm glad that all these websites are willing to spoil this shit for me. or for other people. There you go. He's just a green dude. That's the super mutant. He's just a green dude. I don't even know what, like, what is this supposed to be? Is this closer to a Bethesda Fallout 4 super mutant, or like he looks like he just looks like a green guy. He doesn't actually look like he doesn't look like any of the super mutants from any of the games. It's Shrek from Shrek. He's yellow too. He's just a dude. He's just like come on. That doesn't look anything like he's not potato lumpy enough to be a Fallout 4 super mutant, and he doesn't look like any of the mutants from 1, 2, 3, or New Vegas. But yeah, he shows up. So the ghoul, he's like, okay, the Enclave are coming. You should help us fight the Enclave, or the Enclave are bad, and you should help us fight the Enclave because, you know, mutants and ghouls are kin, and they tried to kill us, the Enclave, before. And the ghoul's like, no. And so the super mutant goes, well, you can't know where we live then. And so remember, this is immediately after he was ripped off of a pole and was healed with a radioactive rock. The super mutant knocks him out with a club. Like a big super mutant club. He hits him over the head and knocks the ghoul out and, like, dumps him. And end of the episode, he's found by, Dogmeat finds fucking Maximus and the other guy and brings them to the ghoul, and the ghoul is on the ground and he's conscious and talking. And then in the next episode, like, trailer, he's walking again. Oh, so it was meaningless. Him being impaled was absolutely meaningless. It's not going to affect him at all, and was done just for the shock of the end of the last episode. And it's literally erased completely. Him being impaled for like a whole day, and then also the lack of concussion from being beaten over the head with a club. So, yeah, whatever. I expected that. So that was the ghoul story. Fallout 4 levels of consequences and consciousness. Then there was the... Okay, so the start of the episode is a flashback to pre-war with the ghoul's wife, whatever her name is. And she's like a big person at Vault-Tec. And she's listening to all of these... Barbara. She's listening to all of these people. Can we have a wee chat about how people will just walk past a ghoul without doing anything? Like, I'm not finding that retarded and weird. Like, anytime I see a dying animal, I put the fucking thing. No. You see, it's like you don't get it. Also, hello, Lugor. You don't get it, Plagueling. The Wasteland isn't Fallout now. It's what's it called? It's Borderlands, or like, you know, it's stupid, retarded stuff where like he's literally like impaled on a post. His stuff, and that's another thing. He's impaled on a post, writhing in pain, and people are walking by him. No one's even stealing his stuff. His satchel is on the ground. And, like, no one's, like, robbing him. No one's taking his satchel, stripping his guns or anything, or is, like, taking his hat or whatever. People are just, or even just, like, gawking. Like, nobody's even, like, gawking at the fact that he's been impaled. And that's a thing that happened. That he fell out of a second-story window and got impaled. No one gives a shit. We're talking about the Fallout show again, yes. So, like, no one cares. No one cares. And it doesn't feel realistic. And so the next thing that happens, or I'll start, well, not next thing. I'm going to try to put all the different stories in order. So then you have Barbara, you have the ghoul's wife in pre-war. She's having like a day of meetings at Vault-Tec. So there's like two people, and everyone is like, again, it's the way that they have these actors portray, like, oftentimes, like, bit characters and, like, small characters, everyone feels like a smiling fucking retard. Like, it's meant to be a case of, like, oh, they're all kind of, like, it feels like they're trying to be silly or dumb, and, like, the characters. And then, like, you have Barbara as, like, the person who's not dumb and, like, crazy. So there's people talking, it's like, okay, so we're going to add to these advertisements to get people to buy Vault-Tec stuff. We're going to make it so that there's, like, bigger nukes. You know, bigger nukes, right? We should put more nukes. So this is a shot of downtown LA. We'll make it so that there's a bunch of nukes. And, like, they're talking like that, and Barbara's kind of just, like, smiling, like, you know. And then, like, another guy comes in and is like, oh, we should make it so that there's we can make it so that there's a 30-minute warning from when the nukes launch to, we can make it so that there's, like, we can get it 30 minutes from the ignition of nukes. We can, like, have, like, a time period to alert people. And he's like, you know what? We should make it so that there's, like, an express lane for our high-paying customers. It's like, we're leaving money on the table if we don't. You know, so they're doing all that. And Barbara's like, you know, and then, so that happens, and then Mr. House comes in, fake Mr. House, and fake Mr. House comes in asking for cold fusion to give, while also handing over the mind control chips, which, again, now we know for certain that, we knew it, but Mr. Home is there. Mr. House actually made mind control chips. You know Mr. House, the character who thinks that, like, you know, slavery is bad. He thinks that, like, slavery is abhorrent. You know, he says so if you know, tell him that you're going to side with the Legion before you kill him. You know, he's like, slavery as a future for mankind. Why? No, he made mind control chips. Yeah, so... whatever. So he's there to sell cold fusion, and then... whatever, it doesn't matter. But, like, what I hate about this scene is that this woman in the first season is portrayed as possibly one of the most evil people in all of human history, where she and the rest of the retards in the shadowy cabal room are like, yes, we should start a nuclear war that will kill hundreds of millions, if not billions of people, because. And now they're trying to, like, retcon it as if she was, like, conflicted. Or is, like, you know, having trouble swallowing the things that she's doing. And it's like, fucking, she said war never changes, and that, yeah, well, nuke the world, yeah, fuck it. Millions must die. Billions must die. Like, Mr. House, the Singaporean-style economist and professional democracy enjoyer, yeah. Like, it's actually insane. I'm like, why are you trying to make it so I have sympathy for? And it's interesting because there are scenes in flashback with Walton Goggins talking to his wife they're in the Lucky 38 in Vegas, and he's like, he tells her that, like, I heard what you said. Like, war never changes. I heard what you said and all that. And he even goes on about how it's like, you are like, there is no one worse than you. You're gonna let hundreds of, like, you know, and she tries to be like, rationalize it, of like, oh, I'm trying to do it to save our daughter. This is for our daughter. And even in Walton Goggins is like, has the wherewithal to say, you're gonna kill hundreds of millions of people for our daughter? That's your, like, rationale? Like, that's what you're using as an excuse? You know, you're gonna, and there's actually, like, some interesting things where I'm like, I don't, like, she points out that she was threatened in the elevator. The Enclave guy from the first season who has his, like, leg shot off in, like, a haha comedy scene, he shows up in the elevator at Vault-Tec because she's starting to be, like, I don't know, sketchy, like, maybe I'm wrong about killing the entire planet. And he shows up in the elevator, and he essentially says to her, it's like, if you, like, someone will just, like, you will die. If you step out of line, you will die, and someone else will just replace you. And he even says, it's like, I'm the same thing. You know, that's just the way it works. It's the Enclave. The Enclave are the bad guys. That's going to be the third season villain. The Enclave are back. Somehow the Enclave returned. They've been killed twice on both sides of the country, but they're still going to be there. So what happens is that they have like just like that argument, and that's kind of her scene, is like trying to make her like, you know, seem as if she has regrets. Also, I like this like almost true darkness we have in this mod. Holy shit. Is everyone immortal? Oh, no. He's not immortal. He's like, he comes up back. It's a flashback. So, but like, he's dead still. I'm pretty sure. Are you supposed to like the shitty ass writing? You're not supposed to pay attention to it. I'm just trying to scroll through what happens. So that's what happens with her thing and the ghouls thing. The scenes in the vault are probably like they feel like filler. I literally don't understand what is going... So you cut back to the vault with that one guy who runs like the products of inbreeding thing for all the people who are like are inbred and fucked up. He's still having like these fucking parties, and I'm like, why is this... Oh, right, he was alive pre-war. You're right, sorry. You're right, I completely forgot. Right. I thought that, right, because he was dead. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting my own timeline. Yeah, you're right. He was alive pre-war, and then he was alive in the future, and then he died, like, in the middle of the fucking desert. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, that's the thing, is like, the technology needed to keep people alive forever is now extremely common in the Fallout universe, because you can do whatever the fuck... Like, if you need a character to be alive 200 years ago, and then in the future... It just has to be common. And so we can make it like, oh yeah, they had the freezing. Fine. Is it going to be the strong, independent black woman shown to be the actual genius? I don't even know. I have no idea. I think they're trying to just make her look less as like of a horrible, horrible character than she was. And I don't know how they're going to do that. Other than like, because she's like losing her mind, even though in the first season we don't see any of her really like being like anything but like a cold-blooded psychopath who's willing to destroy the entire planet. So I don't know how to take that other than that they are going back on what they established, because they realized, oh shit, how do we make this character like not a horrible, horrible piece of garbage who's like the worst person in history. But so there's all these like, there's the fucking scene in the fucking, like there is a 5-minute section devoted to the guy in the vault running his stupid party. I don't know why they want to do like, so it's so weird for multiple reasons. So they have the start of, it's like the products of inbreeding. They have like a fucking person on the door who's like making sure people get in, and she's saying to this one dude, sorry, but triple cousins doesn't cut it anymore. And the next people in line are that pair. You've seen them a couple episodes before. They're a pair of they're like a brother and sister, redheads, and it was like the incest. It's like they're literally like she's like they're like about to kiss. She does the thing where to her brother, she kisses like her finger and then puts it on her brother's lips while they're waiting in line. And it's like, who wanted this in Fallout? Why are you having these these brothers and sisters, like, being, like, blatantly incestuous as, like, a joke? What the fuck, guys? But it's a joke. It's, like, meant to be a joke that, oh, isn't it funny that they want to fuck each other and that they might actually be fucking each other and their brother and sister? It's like, that's not really, like, a joke. And also, why is it in Fallout? Ugh. And then so it cuts to the guy in his party, and he's happy having his... Oh, God, I forgot. There's the part where they feed each other strawberries. Oh, God. The brother and sister, like, are both, like, feeding each other strawberries at the party. Why? And then... So he goes to his piano. He sits... The retard who's running this... Reg. He sits at the piano he has in there, and then it cuts to him essentially having a fantasy where it goes, like, the screen goes to 4:3, and he imagines himself playing Uranium Fever on the piano while everyone's, like, dancing. And, like, this goes on for, like, 2 minutes. Maybe not 2 minutes. It goes on for 30 seconds. I won't be exaggerating. It goes on for, like, 30 seconds while the Overseer and her security guards are coming into the what's it called, into the party to like break it up, and it's so weird. So the overseer shows up with her goons and says, "You've got to close this down because your whole thing has been dissolved because we're having a fucking water crisis and you can't waste these resources." And he goes, and this fucking guy is like, the overseer is like, "You in my office now," and he goes, "No." And it's like, we can have the conversation right here. And you got to remember, the overseer has like 4 dudes with the Vault riot suits on, like behind her, and she doesn't just like have him dragged off and like hit with like billy clubs and shit. She has like a stupid argument with the king retard. And the king retard goes, "This is America. We have a right to do this, and we a water crisis, blah blah blah." And it's insane. And then it ends with him like eating a Jello, like grabbing Jello with his hand and shoving it in his mouth, and then the scene ends and they don't appear again for the rest of the episode. And I'm like, why? And then it cuts back to the other guy in the other vault who figured out that his wife, or his wife-to-be, is like secretly Canadian, and he's like paranoid about that. And I'm like, I still don't understand what the point is, even though he's about to get married to this woman who's like secretly Canadian. The lady who lost her eye with the blonde-haired overseer. And I just don't know why this is in the show. I just don't know why that is in the show. I don't like the entire vault scenes. I don't get it. Nate the Rake wants to know your location. The lesson is government is bad, incest is good, McCarthyism is all right, and the rampant hedonism is the way to go. I don't know. It's like they have to fill up an extra 10, 15 minutes of every episode, so they put like these vault scenes in, because I don't understand the point of the plot. What other plot? So, Maximus and his dude, Maximus and his guy, and his one friend, they escape from the Brotherhood after they were like on hold for the entire last episode. And they're like in the desert still. They have to abandon the power armor. They sit around a campfire and like talk. And then like meaningless tripe. And then what happens is that at the end of the episode, they get woken up by dog meat, and dog meat brings them to the ghoul. And that's their part of the episode. You know what's funny? The least interesting plot is Lucy's. Like Lucy's plot is so uninteresting. So you get to, let's talk about Lucy's plot. So Lucy was captured again by her dad. How many subplots does this show have? I hate it. It has. Okay, let's count all the plots. Lucy finding her dad. The ghoul, Lucy, and like you could argue now it's Lucy and the ghoul, or it was Lucy and the ghoul, but now it's Lucy, the ghoul having his subplot as well. We'll count that as one. Lucy and the ghoul, Maximus and the Brotherhood. There are 2 plots in the vault. One with guy with sketchy wife, one with the retards in the other vault. Wait, I've lost count again. God damn it. Lucy, ghoul, Maximus, 2 vault plots. What else? And again, like, sometimes there's a lot of other ones where they're, like, little ones that have... Like, Lucy's dad had a plot for a couple episodes. You know, you have... Oh, he didn't show up in this episode. Norm, there's, like... her brother has his own fucking side plot. There's, like, 4 to 6 plots going on at one time in this show, and they're all bad. Oh, the homeless... Yeah... Yeah, oh god, like, there's... Oh. So, what happened was that... I'm trying to think of what happened in Lucy's plot. So Lucy's plot is like the main plot, and they're bad. And it's bad, and it's awful, and I hate it. So Lucy's plot starts, again, with her waking up in the, like, super vault that the Vault Tech secret lab base headquarters that her dad is in. She wakes up, and he's laid out, like, a dress for her and some sugar bombs and stuff like that, but she ignores that, and she walks out into the hallways, and she goes up. She sees that there's two Caesar's Legion guys walking towards her around the corner from like down the hallway. So she grabs a fire extinguisher and plans to hit them as they come around the corner, but they don't attack her. They kind of just walk. They smile and like walk and just keep going. And she sees that they have the little things at the back of their neck. And then she goes into another room, like one of the big rooms in this underground thing, and there's like dozens of people who are mind controlled, and with the mind control chip, building other mind control chips. And I don't know if it's like all of the chips do it or just the ones that her dad's been implanting. They make everyone like be like, oh, howdy ho, partner. Oh, howdy ho, neighbor. We're gonna, I'm gonna help. They all make them, they make them like look, they make them like gee whiz, okie dokie 50s stereotypes in terms of personality. And so he has all these people making more, making more automated mind control chips. He's making more of them using these people as essentially like robot mind controlled slaves. And so she finds where her dad is, and she walks in on him, and her dad has on his little like table, his like breakfast table, he has a copy of All Quiet on the Western Front, and he talks about how they never got to talk about All Quiet on the Western Front, and asks her like, what did you think of the ending? That was sure a doozy of an ending. And she says, oh, I never finished it. And she's got like a knife. I think she's got something. She's got like a sharp object or whatever. And so what happens is that Hank essentially, this is him essentially giving his rationale for what he's doing, and he talks about how it's like, he says like, well, you know what I found reading that book? It's like I found that it was interesting that it was all pointless, that all these people were fighting for seemingly no reason. And he says a line that actually made me kind of laugh, because it's like, wow. And I guess it's like, okay, the character can get it. It's like, if it's a character saying it, it's funny. If it's the writers saying it, it's actually kind of funnier. He says it's like the French and the German, like what was so different about them? They pretty much seem the same other than the uniform. And I immediately thought, man, the French and the Germans would definitely not think that. And, you know, so his whole thing is that like, I think it's like, you know, well, if everyone is mind controlled, no one can fight is essentially what I think he's gonna, his whole kind of idea is let me go to the part where, let me see what he says. I found it very upsetting. Everyone was seemingly fighting over nothing. And he says, oh yeah, I saw the same things up on the surface. People fighting over the most petty things like bottle caps. People just want to kill each other, don't they? So his whole thing is like, if everyone is mind controlled, don't worry, nothing bad can happen, I think is essentially what they're going to do. So Lucy goes up to him and puts I think she has like a pair of scissors or something. She puts the pair of scissors up to his neck and is like, I'm going to take you back to the vault and you're going to pay for your crimes. And he's like, oh, okay. All right, you know what? If you're going to do it, you should do it officially. And he, like, in the drawer, ironically, in the drawer that he's, like, about to open when he turns his back to her so that she can put the knife up to his neck, is a pair of handcuffs. And she says, and he says, you should, here, use these handcuffs. So she handcuffs him, and she's going to take him out of the facility. And what happens is that they go through the room with the fucking, like, mind control zombies that are all, like, working on shit. And they're, like, shocked. And he's like, oh, nothing to worry about, folks. My daughter is to pursue the cause of justice. We love justice. It's like, where'd you find them all? So he's essentially been kidnapping people and mind controlling them. And he thinks he's doing, like, the greater good because he's helping these people, and mind controlling them, you know. And, like, he brings up this one woman who's, like, she was a murderer, and now she's a pencil sharpener. And then it's like she was a woman who's a cook for the Legion, and now she's mind controlled. And so what happens is that, oh, this scene. So they bring out two people, like the first guy he mind controlled, the like the weirdo ghoul guy, he brings out like, oh, what do we do with these two people? What's it called? What do we do with these two people? And it's a random, like, I don't know if he's random, I'm pretty sure he is, a legionnaire from Caesar's Legion and the NCR Ranger, the like old washed up senior citizen NCR Ranger. They have them tied up to a chair and they haven't been mind controlled yet. And so Lucy goes, okay, send them off, like let them go. And Hank goes, okay. And he says, let them off as they go. And immediately as the Legion guy is unshackled, he starts like flipping tables and attacking people. And they have a shitty fight scene, and it ends with Lucy almost being strangled to death. And then the Legionnaire starts smashing the NCR Ranger over the head. And then what happens is that he gets mind controlled. He puts the chip on the guy's neck and activates the button to like mind control them. And then the Legionnaire immediately switches from being evil Legionnaire to like wanting to help the NCR guy. And it's great. And I guess it's just like, I don't know, more of like Lucy's become evil, or is like, I don't know. But like, no, they all, like, they always, like, that's the thing, is like, it just doesn't matter. It just sucks. So like, there's your plot. What's gonna happen is that at the end of the season, and again, it's amazing how little, like, they have 2 episodes left. They have set up so much stuff. This season feels like filler. So why did he use the exploding one? Like the thing was, they don't really explain it too well. The first ones that they used in like the first episode that you see how, like, it wasn't perfected yet. And that the whole thing over the season is like occasionally you go back to to Hank doing his like experiments with people, and he starts with mice and then he goes up to people and he keeps blowing people's heads up until he finds the weird ghoul guy, and he's the first one that works, that it doesn't blow his head up. And then you know, it's like, do I want the show? Yeah, I would love if the Fallout show was fucking great. Yeah, I would love it if these shows were fucking amazing. You know what? I would love it if adaptations of things I enjoy are good adaptations of things I enjoy. I know you're joking, but I'm serious. It's like, if this was good, it would be great. I'd be like, wow, 16 episodes of a fucking show that is like a really good, you know, adaptation of a series I enjoy. Fuck yeah. You know, I don't like, it's not that I want these things to be bad. It's that I have the expectation of them being bad because of other things. You know, you see the like adaptations and other things, they suck, and they're written by people who couldn't give less of a shit about the source material. And so I know that that's going to be the case with this, and it's so lo and behold. But yeah, so that's pretty much what happens. I'm just like, there's so much that was like set up, but like, I don't know like how Mr. House, like, there's 2 episodes left. Mr. House is like barely been used. We still haven't seen him post-war. The Legion was in a single episode so far, and that was it. Like, the whole thing with the Commonwealth, like, that was supposedly supposed to come and like be a threat to the Brotherhood, they haven't shown up yet, and they haven't. And, like, the Brotherhood is, like, dissolved into, like, infighting between the different chapters while Maximus stole the fucking MacGuffin. And, like, you know, like, what is going to be, like, is this all, it's all, so much of this is going to be wrapped up in, like, a single episode, in the next maybe the next 2 episodes. It might be even just the last episode. And then they're going to introduce shit, it's going to be a stinger, isn't it? It's going to be a stinger. There's going to be a fucking dude in Enclave armor. Like, you know, that's going to be like the stinger. It's going to be like, oh man, the Mr. House is a puppet for the Enclave. Well, no, because Mr. House can't be a puppet for the Enclave because he himself doesn't even know that the Enclave are a thing. He's like, oh, there's someone else at the table. There's someone else who's like really pulling the strings, but I don't know who it is. And it's the Enclave, but like he doesn't know it. But like it's gonna be something. Well, you know, it doesn't matter because they've already fucked up his character enough that you don't have to actually, like, they don't have to do any more. You know, like his you know, it's gonna be something retarded where they're gonna blow up his like fucking corpse or his brain at the end of the season. Because he's evil and that he actually, you know, I don't know. Because, like, why is he making mind control chips? Why is he making mind control chips? You know? It's amazing how, like, there's so many plots. And, it's like, okay, so these episodes are 48 minutes long. I think they're all the same length. I actually don't know if they're all the same length or if they're all just, or if they're different. But they're all roughly like 40... Yeah, well, some of them are longer. So, like, the first episode was like an hour, although it did have a little bit of a... Okay, yeah, okay. So let's say 48 minutes long. They're all about 48 minutes long. You have 8 episodes. That's a lot of fucking time. That is several movies worth of time. You could do so much. You could have multiple plots happen... Like, you could start multiple plots, have them progress and end over a season or over a couple episodes and still have enough time to set up further plots and stuff and pay them off. There's so much time with these shows, even at 8 episodes. But like they set up these plots and they drag on and on for the entire season only to end in these, like, the last episode. Veronica, help. Veronica, help. Yes Man was pulling the strings. Season 3, it's going to be that. There's going to be Super Mutants and Enclave in Season 3. He's a secret puppet of the Enclave. He's working for Alan Fuckface. Yeah. Like, it's just... Did I count that, Deathclaw? I don't even remember. Like, you have so much time. You have so much time with these episodes, and they spend it on just, like, garbage. And I don't get it. Like, it's so bad, man. It's so, like, it's gotten to the point where it's actually kind of boring watching those episodes. It's boring watching those episodes because you know what is going to happen. Like, you know that if they bring up something from the show, that it's going to be garbage. Like, that's the thing, is like, you know that when they bring up fucking whatever, if they bring up like a person or like a character or some sort of faction, you know that it's going to be like the most surface level read, and then the rest of it is going to be garbage. Okay, maybe we switch to an actual gun. Nope, we die. Oh, I didn't save. What about season 3 trailers will be dark, leading to some kind of war, but they will be the same. Probably. Oh god. Ooh. The FOV got fucked up there. Marvel style Battlefield. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. What a. It's just. Like, I'm curious what, like, there's so many, like, are the Legion gonna be back? Are we gonna see the Legion again? Like, what was the point of bringing the Legion in? You brought them in for a single episode, made them completely retarded, and that was it. You know, like, the NCR is dead. Like, if they show up again, it's like, that's the thing, is like, if they show up again, what is the point? What is, like, why they were so pointless. And then, you know, if you, like, what else? Like, Mr. House and, like, why is Mr. House making mind control? Why does Mr. House need, he says he needs cold fusion? Why does he need cold fusion? Caesar says the Enclave are his true successors. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, I'm about to die again. Nope. Like, why? In the tradition, the old gaming ways. Man, it's underwhelming, disappointing. There's the Deathclaw fucker. That was a good crit. I'm curious what, like, if you asked a fan of the show, like, what, like, why is Mr. House making mind control chips? Why did he make them in the pre-war? Like, what was the purpose? You know, they have a line where he goes, like, we tried putting, like, what is it? Goddamn, what was it? It was something dumb. It was something dumb, like, they have the fake House, Mr. Home, talk when they're talking to, what's-his-face's wife in the pre-war. Robco presents The Automated Man. Spent a lot of time trying to make machines more lifelike, but hey, works the other way around too. And that's like, that's that. I don't get it. Like, what, like, why is that? Like, what is, like, why introduce a mind control chip, like, plot? I don't understand. It was a trade for cold fusion. He wants it for cold fusion. But, like, why doesn't, like, why does he need cold fusion? Also, why a mind control chip? Like, what? I don't know. Why a mind control? I just can't get over that. I'm actually lost. Man, like, media literacy, capitalism, it's literally an... Is it... See, that's the thing, is that, like... Is it, like, I want to... Is it really supposed to just be a Musk allegory with the Neuralink chip? Are these, like, you know, like, and that's the thing, is, like, that's already, like, old news. So, like, that's the one thing about these fucking... About when these writers write this shit, is that it's like a year or two delayed, you know what I mean? Like... So, like, that was in the news when they were writing the season, like, a year and a half ago or whatever, and it's, like, old news. You know, so it feels dated already. And, like, are these writers so, you know how, like, are they so ideologically possessed that they have to write into everything they fucking make their political or ideological opponents as bad? Can you just, like, can you chill the fuck out? Can you get your head out of your own fucking ass? Like, if it's honestly, like, I don't want to believe it's a fucking Musk allegory, because it's fucking awful and stupid, and you're a bad writer. Like, and I know you're a bad writer, but I don't want to think that someone could write something that fucking, like, blatantly retarded and stupid. And again, it's also the case of that you're not writing, like, your own fucking story. You're writing pre-existing characters in pre-existing lore, and you're making it about your modern-day political fucking bugbear. It's like, go fuck yourself. Stop ruining things people like. I fucking hope you, like, just, like, fucking... I hope you can never work again in this fucking industry. You should be scrubbing dishes. You know, because you can't write. You know... It's like, maybe that's why, like, Mr. House is like an autistic weirdo who's, like, spurging out at Cooper Howard. Long march to the institutions. Evil. Have you met Ron Ryder? Have you actually met one? They exist in the weirdest fucking echo chambers, revolve around political issues, social issues on agendas. They're fucking weird. And it's like... I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like, I just want, like, can you just write a story? Just, you know, it's, you know, like, you make your own stuff. Make your own, like, that's the worst part, is being able to, like, take something someone else made. It's, oh God, it's almost like the show follows in Bethesda's footsteps of taking, if they hire the Frontier writers. The show follows in Bethesda's footsteps in taking Fallout, something that they didn't make, and then just gutting it and, you know, making it into some fucking flesh, skin, flayed skin that they wear as like a fucking puppet. You know what I mean? Deathclaw enters Barry White's. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was in the trailer for the... Oh, fuck. That was in the little... There's like the 40-second trailers for the next episode. There was a scene with... What's his fucking face? Maximus. Maximus is in the horrible, disgusting Ranger power armor they invented for the show. I'll say that again. They put Ranger power armor that has like the NCR Ranger helmet, but it's power armor because the people who write this show don't understand anything like Bethesda. Where it's like, you do realize one of the appeals of the Ranger armor was that it was fucking awesome looking without being power armor. Like, it's the first armor on a cover that is not a power armor, and it looks fucking awesome. It's one of the best looking things in the entire series. It might be the best looking thing in the entire series. Like, it's shady. Yes, and also, yeah, where'd that power? Oh, we'll see. It's gonna be stupid. They're gonna like pull it out of a fucking. They're gonna find it in like a warehouse. You know. Oh, what was I saying? So the Ranger power armor. Maximus is in Ranger power armor, and he has like a fist fight with a Deathclaw. Ow. That's what's gonna happen in the he's gonna fucking fist fight a Deathclaw, and it's gonna be really cool, and the people are gonna fucking soy face over it, even though it's the dumbest shit ever. It's the fucking equivalent of smashing action figures together. Let me see if I can find what so I can show you what it is. Ranger power armor Fallout Season 2, if I can find a screenshot of it, because it looks fucking disgusting. Here. This. He's wearing this. Because, yeah, that's what you want, right? I'm just looking through. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth onto this continent a nation, something liberty, justice for all. But yeah, like, these people, like, what was this? I just want to look up what, like, Ranger power armor. I just Googled Ranger power armor. I'm curious. I'm reading, like, I'm looking at Reddit threads. I want to see what Reddit says about this shit. The Fallout Reddit is, like, the biggest pool of fucking, of normies and tourists. So, that post, those images, this is from, like, 2 months ago before the season dropped. It's like, that's sick. The Desert Ranger helmet is so iconic. And it's like, It's just like a bunch of people being like, yep. Oh, time to drink some water again. What's the point? What is the point? Who designed this shit? People who really like, who love the source material. They love the source material. Last time, we did. Oh, right. That's something else I have to turn on. I'll turn it on when the game loads, so I don't like alt tabbing when the game is loading. I feel like it's gonna break things. There we go. Deathclaws. We are hunting Deathclaws. And we got 50 of them, and then there's a bunch over there. But we have to get over there. And I'm just trying to look for a good spot to jump off this cliff. Oh no! Well. I thought that water was closer. Okay, we can abuse the physics engine. And just we're like a mountain goat. Oh! Oh! Okay. We're like a mountain goat. We're gonna get down without any shattered limbs. And ta-da. Easy. And then we're gonna pick some pinto beans. And then we're gonna eat them. Mmm. And then we just swim across the Colorado. That is what this is, the Colorado, right? That's the Colorado River. Because this is the same river that's it's Colorado. I played enough of the Fallout Old World or the Fallout Hearts of Iron mod that you think I would know the geography better. Oh, I guess I'm also going to be doing this alone because my companions are just stuck. Alright, we're going to pull out our Deathclaw killing weapon. Yep. The BB gun. Okay, we're going to... Whatever. Whatever. I was going to wait an hour for the NPCs to show up for my teammates, my bros, but... So this is the Deathclaw Promontory, as it's known. It's an unmarked location that is filled with Deathclaws. You can start seeing... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I should have brought some stealth boys. Nope. The way the code is animated looks like trousers with a long rip in there. Yeah, it's they don't have the physic in this game yet. There's not they don't have any the clothes don't have any physics. I bet I would not be surprised if there's a mod that attempts to do that. It's the same thing with Skyrim, where like none of the clothing has like cloth physics. The robes and stuff don't actually move like real cloth, but mods make them move like real cloth. Okay.
Over here.
Oh shit.
That's enough of that.
Oh, classic. There should be a shit ton more of these guys around here. Oh, I got one more. I got. See a one behind there. Punch him, Veronica. Punch him.
Come on.
Oh, shit. How did I not notice the 10-foot tall lizard?
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
Is that it? Is that all that's here? I thought there was like 20 of them. Oh, I see there's more on the radar. In the compass. There's another one.
I've had worse.
The stealth crits. Oh, that's a look. That's a lot on the Oh, idea. I did pick this up in the cave with all the Deathclaws. This is a automatic grenade launcher firing 40mm grenades called Mercy. This could be a good way to do it. Although, am I going to be able to confirm my kills? Okay, well, we'll try. Let's... Didn't you use this in the same place in the exact same... Maybe? Listen, you're asking me to remember something that happened a year ago. I don't remember what I streamed last month. Alright. That was efficient and also really cool, but it wasn't sporting. So, I'm switching back to the BB gun, because this will be funnier. Oh, and by the way, Plagueling, you're dead. Oh shit, there's a lot of them. 2 mom Deathclaws. Okay, they see me. I don't think they can navigate on this rock. Now this is sad. It was inevitable. Was it normal? Did you send me solo? You were on like a mission with 2 other kind of mid-tier characters that wasn't supposed to have any combat. And what happened was that you got ambushed, and it was just like, okay, we're screwed, aren't we? You know what was really funny? You were the only one left, and you were 1 turn away from getting to the extraction, and you got.
What I missed?
All right, well, let's count our kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 kills in total here? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In-game Lou must be so sad we were the best of bros. Actually, nothing really happened. We can just, like, give him a new friend. He didn't actually care. Remnants power armor, right? Single shotgun and a tire iron. I can wonder why this guy died. You can't get. There's no helmet here. Is it just the power? Is it just the armor? Did the helmet like fall under the ground or something? I remember the modded version of this game. I do remember now. There was they added a cave last time I played this with a mod. There was like a mod called like more Mojave or some shit like that, which added a bunch of more extra places here and there, and it added a cave here with like that was filled with more Deathclaws, and I think it was supposed to be like a world of pain. Thank you, that's what it was. It added a cave that's like. It was the laboratory where all these Deathclaws came from. Like, it had big holding pens for them and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's kind of cute. It's in one of the mines close to Jacobstown. I might have actually been there and didn't pick it up. You do have power armor now, though. I haven't had power armor since the Capital Wasteland. I went to Cazadors and a lot of explosives. Yeah, I was in there. Yeah, because that's where I found Grease Lightning. I guess I just didn't pick it up. What happened to her robot friend? So we still got places to explore. Good Springs stuff around Good Springs. We could deal with the powder gangers. That's always a fun kind of bit of catharsis. Searchlight, Nelson. Camp, this area out here. I don't think like I ever go out here. Yeah, it's one of these. I don't remember which one of the 2 it was, but we went into one of them and I don't remember why I missed. We'll probably go pick that up just for, like, completion's sake, I guess. Silver Peak? Okay. Okay, well, you know what I'll do?
What's up?
What's up? Time for us to part ways. Because I want to use my thingy. Okay. Eddie, robot friend. He's stuck. He's gone. I don't know where he is. The robot is lost. I guess I'll try to just like fast travel somewhere and see if he shows up. He didn't make it down the mountain climb, the cliff climb to get across the Colorado. There he is. Like you, just go back to the Lucky 38. Is there anywhere else that like your NPC friends go? Or is it always the Lucky 38 no matter what? Like, I know they can return to wherever you found them, but, like, other than that...
Will service staying for...
I'd like to buy some... repair my gear. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, was click the wrong button.
Will service staying for any...
Can you do anything with the Deathclaw eggs other than cook them? Anyone else want them? I gave the one to the lady. I get the wasteland omelet. I'm guessing that's it. Hello, Lugor. Lugor in XCOM, you are still alive, yes, and Plagueling has bitten the dust. He died. Here, I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. This is your memorial on the ship, Plagueling. You were on 5 missions. It doesn't say how many aliens you killed, because I don't think you killed anyone. But you did 38 damage. You survived 8 attacks. You made 7. 38 days. You survived 34 days, excuse me, on the Avenger. Also, that date in the top right, that would be like, so I'm just going to say it, don't die on that date. Don't die on the 21st of July 2035. Oh, right, the Thorn quest. I, like, never do that quest. I just always forget to do... We could do that, too. Put Mercy away. Mercy's really cool. I like this thing a lot. It's kind of hard to keep fed with ammo because it needs 40 millimeter grenades. What's the difference? I wonder how T-51 versus the Remnant's power armor. So T-51, 50 damage resistance, 36 damage threshold, explosive resistance, energy resistance, strength, rad. Holy shit. 60. Oh my god, it's even better. 50 damage to your protection to your limbs, explosive energy resist, fire resist, strength. Holy shit. I just want to see what the power armor looks like, the T-51B. We never found the normal T-51B in the Capital Wasteland. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. God, this mod... Titans of the New West, great mod. Amazing mod. Just, like, so cool. Unfortunately, all my guns look really dinky when I'm holding them in power armor. One sec, checking something on Twitch stream end or YouTube stream end. There we go. The weapon stances are good. I do. Oh, here's a weapon that looks actually kind of in proportion. The anti-material rifle. That huge 50 caliber sniper actually looks kind of in proportion. Yeah, I do like the standard, like, you're firing the AR and you're just, like, one-handing it. Because why would you need to two-hand it? You know, I know in first person it's just that you can get the ADS, but real nice touch. And they even made sure your fingers don't get in the way. Very cool. I'm gonna stick to our riot gear with the helmet or the beret. I will put this away for now. Maybe we'll wear it. Maybe we'll wear it for, like... Well, maybe we'll wear the power armor for the finale. for when we do the Hoover Dam. Have a little nap. Character is Sweepy. Drink some food. Eat some water. Restore on food. Our character eats nothing but corn. They're 100% corn fed, like chicken or whatever. They probably have the best shits. Or the worst. I'm just checking, making sure stuff's not broken. Things have been weird. There we go, it's fine. Alright, yeah, let's go see if we can find that power armor helmet. I think I want... Unless I have it already, maybe I did pick it up and I just put it away. No, I don't. I wonder if I might have actually just sold it. Oh no. How did we manage to get 2 of Vera's outfit? One off of her corpse, and then there's one, I think, in like a dresser. What happened? What happened? What'd I do? You go to Big Mountain just for save your shit? Yeah. It's like a base. It's like, the sink is like a base. It's got food, it's got water. You have a merchant who can repair to 100%, who has a ton of caps in their inventory to sell and barter. You've got a bunch of storage place. It's like a little base at the sink there.
Where to, partner?
Much nicer than the fucking presidential suite here. This place is like a fucking tomb.
What's up?
All right, come along. I like her. She can punch things good.
Where to, partner?
We still have to do the quests for the Brotherhood too. We have Still in the Dark and whatever the rest of that quest line. All right, we will. Let's see. We can. Okay, I want to get that helmet, but we can do that. I should do it now because I'm gonna forget. I'm not even gonna use the helmet. I just want it for completion's sake.
Uh-oh.
Doc Mitchell's house is a base. You just move in with the doctor. We were about to do Cass's quest. Yeah, Cass is done. Cass, we did her quest. Have I been? Yeah, we have. Okay, so yeah, it is up somewhere around here. I pay my rent with gold bars. Oh, they respawn. Fun.
Uh-oh. For the Brotherhood.
Thank you, Veronica.
Over here.
Punch it. Jesus. If this pack has Mojave wildlife, it's intended. I actually genuinely don't know what this pack has most of the time. It's been fairly vanilla. So there's not been many like surprises. Good, good. Good, break your own leg. It's a good thing I've been saving up all these fucking doctor's bags. The mod itself makes them respawn along with bigger versions? Okay. Deathclaws are terrifying. Never drop my control out of panic when fighting one. The Cazadors are the panic inducer. Yeah, they're pretty scary. Yeah, I did. Look, I left the no, wait. No, it's gone. Okay, so I might have honestly just sold the Enclave helmet, because I remember it was here. Well, shit. Maybe I just use a little bit of a console command. I thought the big Cazador was exclusive to Zion and Big Mountain. Nope. Alright, let's find more stuff on the map, because there's more stuff on the map to find. I want to go to that place all the way out east, because I, like, never go out here. The Camp Guardian. We'll go from the Bitter Springs area, and we'll go east. Oh, all my drugs wore off. We'll rest in one of these campers. It's a good emote. Good random unlock. Most malnourished courier in the wasteland. Diet of corn and water. With how much walking they do, holy shit, they'd be dead. Oh good, more Cazadors. I love Thumb Thump. This thing is such a good little grenade launcher. Can't aim it for shit. Don't worry, I have 80 of these things. Explosive builds in most games are lackluster. I'd say in Fallout, it's a chronic lack of not enough explosive weapons in most cases. There's just not enough explosive weapons, and then again, it's also the fact that it's like with Fallout 2, there's a lot of interior areas where it's like you just can't effectively use explosives as much. If you want to do a pure explosives build, I hope you enjoy breaking your limbs. Do you want to punch it? Alrighty then. Okay. One is lack of variety. 2 is close space and the time to build towards it, yeah. Oh, look, sugar bombs. Lots of sugar bombs. Yeah, there's not too many interesting perks for explosives, I won't lie. There's the one where you do more damage, there's the one where you do less damage to yourself, and then there's the one... There's another one somewhere. This area of the map is weird. This area of the map almost feels unfinished. If the weapons was somehow included in critical chance build, would be better. Probably. You could get a critical hit with a rocket. Is that a fucking Nuka-Cola Quantum down there? It is. Is there anything related to this area of the map? Like, do any quests take you here? Is there anything you can find here of particular interest? Because I don't, like, there's never a point to come out here. What is this even supposed to be? It has an unmarked quest? That's about it. Wonder if they had anything else for this area. If it was just kind of cut for time. Feels very stark. Like, there was, like, enough attention where someone, like, put things here and, like, you know, it's supposed to be a dungeon for lake clerks, so have fun. Like, this is a grenade range. Like, that's interesting, like, in terms of, like, someone set that up. Both a developer set that up and both that in-universe someone set up a grenade range here. The NCR occupied the place. But why? Oh, look. Camp guard. Oh, there's a bunch of pages I could have been picking up, probably. Well, that would have helped. Am I going to read it? No, probably not. There's some notes explaining it, you say, as soon as I pick one up, yeah.
That's enough of that.
Keep going, this is good. Oh, look. Just ratos here. Like, it makes sense as in, like, this could be an interesting point to observe the fort. Now, with a pair of binoculars or a scope, you could be like, Hey, look, a pair of binoculars. Are they real binoculars or are they fake? No, they are. They're real. Behold, the first and only time you will ever see anyone use binoculars in this game. Its purpose, logistic of it was so fucked up, the soldiers took a lot of time to set it up. And did they just, like, abandon it? That's it? They all died? Oh, okay. Seems a bit extreme. Died from what? Boredom? Starvation? Lake clerks killed them all. Oh. There's a cave full of lake clerks. Oh, cave full of lake clerks. Oh, this is dark. Are we underwater? No, okay, it's just, that was weird. Oh no, lake lurks. Oh look, a person.
Hey. Oh, thank God. I didn't think I'd ever see another human face down here.
Yeah.
Thank God. Hoped someone would come eventually, but where are the rest of your men? Shit. Have you any damn idea what lives in these caves? We need to get out of... We need to go now! I managed to kill that thing, but not before it mangled my leg all up. No way I'm walking out of here like this. I've been keeping quiet and hoping they don't realize one of their buddies is missing.
Yeah, 1,493 saves, so what?
Thanks a lot, Doc. I think I should be able to walk out of here now. I don't want to risk running into a pack of those freaks alone, though. Could you escort me out of here? Are you crazy? No way in hell am I going... You haven't seen what they did...
Okay,
Great. I'll start heading back to California now. I'm not about to let myself get killed by future NCR incompetents.
Dude, you're not gonna make it across
If you
the
find my
entirety
friends,
of
please
the...
return their dog tags to the NCR. If they won't listen, do what you...
Alright, cool. The man has nothing to fear in this world unless it's a corrupted save. It's not even like corruption, really. Like, that's a worry, but it's more like, is this pre-recorded? Yes. Who am I talking to? If you look on the screen, there's Twitch chat here as well as YouTube chat, because I stream on both of them at the same time. And so, there's people in Twitch chat. Oh, no, yeah, actually, no, you're right. I'm actually schizophrenic. Also, like, streamers talk, that's the whole point. You talk to yourself all the time as a streamer. You're just talking. You're filling air with whatever the fuck you're thinking of.
For the Brotherhood.
They can one-shot you one very hard, but they'll literally paper. Not that hard to kill. That's for certain. I'm gonna say, I don't really like the Lake Lurk design, or like the Mirelurk King design in general. I think like the regular Mirelurks look cool. They look like weird fishy crabmen, but these guys look way too humanoid. They almost look like Alien. Like they don't look like, I don't understand how they don't look like I feel like they were trying to do like a Deathclaw type thing, but I don't think they really didn't do a good job. Job. So the NCR sent these guys up here, and then they all died because of Lake Lurks. Okay. That was an interesting little field trip. Grenades I don't want. Quantum. Quantum reminds me of collecting 30 of these stupid glowing cans of, or bottles of soda to give to that fucking freak. Yeah, where else can we explore? What else do we have to do? Can't go to the fort yet. Gonna save that for later. We could do, yeah, we could do Black Mountain and deal with all of that crap. That could be fun. We actually have to go near there if we're still in the dark. Yeah, fuck it.
The Deathclaw pack leader's dead. I hope we can get back to work soon.
Wait for Neil to come sprinting out at us at 500 miles per hour. It's not safe for your kind around here, human. Man, I like when, man, there's not enough smart super mutants in the games, in the newer ones. All the new ones are stupid morons. What is it, Veronica? What is it? You sense something? She senses something, look. She's in that pose. What is it? What happened? What are you... Deathclaw? Is there Deathclaw?
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
What makes this a dangerous place?
You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight. For years, Black Mountain was a peaceful community. Its leader, Marcus, broadcast an invitation to mutants.
Super mutants gone
throughout the
extinct
wasteland.
since too. Yeah.
That's how I found Black Mountain. So did others, most of them second-generation mutants. Marcus welcomed everyone. That was his mistake. The community ended up being mostly second-gen, not very bright, but easy to influence. Fine until the Nightkin came along, led by Tabitha. In a week, she had most of the second-gens thinking she was some kind of prophet, and that she should be broadcasting her truth, not Marcus. Marcus saw what was coming and decided to leave before things got out of hand. He smashed the radio and left to found Jacobstown.
I don't remember ever, like, learning about this.
Marcus sent me here a couple of months ago to check on Black Mountain. I suppose you could say I came here as a spy. But with no signs of Tabitha's weakening and none of the second gens ready to revolt or to come to Jacobstown, there wasn't much I could do. Down here, on the other hand, I've saved a dozen mutants from heading up the mountain. It's not much, but it's something. I have my own reasons to stay away from Jacobstown for a while. Reasons we won't be discussing.
Neil talking about the generations of Superman reminds me of a fan base out there. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, nailed it. I'm amazed by his ability to perfectly enunciate his words despite the horse harness splitting his lips like that. It's a style thing.
There's a sad story behind that. Marcus smashed it just fine, but while we were gone, some ghoul named Raoul came along. Tabitha turned him into her personal mechanic. A slave, really. See, if I'd been standing down here, I could have warned him before it was too late.
You seem friendly for a mutant.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Not every super mutant is a brain-damaged brute. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they?
Spare me the poor mutants rap, all right?
Of course. Sorry I bothered you. Enjoy your travels.
Alright, let's kill some super mutants. Do you know how... It's so interesting how... God, Fallout 3... Do you know how many super mutants you have to fight in Fallout 3? You have to fight a lot of fucking super mutants. You are fighting, like, endless amounts of super mutants. Almost all over the Capital Wasteland. And then you come to Fallout New Vegas and it's like, holy shit. There's only, like, 2 spots in the game with super mutants, and only one of them is hostile. It's like a rare treat where it's like, oh, super mutants. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, the bullet sponge Shrek lookalikes. Yeah, that's an issue with Fallout 3 in general. But holy shitto are the fucking super mutants in 3 awful to fight, especially if you have Broken Steel installed. Broken Steel adds the super mutant overlords, and the overlords start spawning at higher levels, and they are fucking the worst. They have... I want to say they have 1,200 health, I think. Around that much. Meaning you just have to lay into them. You just have to fucking dump ammo into them to kill them. It's so annoying. And they will spawn in like 2 or 3 at a time. Makes that late game combat very, very tedious. Oh, definitely. They're definitely here for world building. In this. They're definitely here as, like... Because, again, like most of the things in New Vegas... Maybe not most, but, like, a lot of the things in New Vegas are sort of, like, homages, references, and/or, like, follow-ups to things from Fallout 1 and 2. And, you know, in Fallout 1, and to a lesser extent 2, or a bigger part in 1, there are super mutants. Super mutants are the main, like, enemy force in 1, stopping the Master's army, all that stuff. And they're there in 2 as well. You see Marcus and Broken Hills and all that. So having them here makes sense, again, to be like, okay, well, what happened? Is, like, are all the super mutants dead? Are there, you know, any whatever, blah, blah, blah? Like, what happened to them? Oh, Marcus is around. Oh, he's making another, he's trying to do a place for mutants, you know? And then you look, you know, you have Black Mountain, and you have, oh, there's the second-gen mutants that are stupid, and then there's, like, actual stuff, like, happening. And it's like, it's not just like, yeah, remember the mutants from the West Coast. At least Marcus learned from Broken Hills. Well, maybe not so much. Maybe not as much as he should have, considering that he founds Black Mountain. He comes here to Black Mountain and makes it a town for mutants. And it gets fucked up, and he has to go make another place. He has to go to Jacobstown. I thought we would have seen more super mutants by now. Oh, there they are. One magazine. All it took. Oh, never mind. One lived. Guys should have been like patrolling the roads or something. Got the drop on you. Radiation's getting a little crispy. Punch him. Punch him. I should give her the power armor, now that I think about it. Minigun. This is the one where you can, like, interrupt her broadcast and call her stupid. Hey, this is Super Mutant from the radio. I'm a huge fan. Next time, don't announce that you're gonna hit me with the rebar club and just hit me with the rebar club. That would have probably been a better idea. Nightkin sniper with a rocket launcher. Oh, is that the funny rocket launcher too? It's got like a name and a bell. A different chat? Twitch chat? Yeah. There are two chats. You can look. Someone just talked from the Twitch chat. You see, there's the name, the little symbols are beside the names, too. If you talked on YouTube, there's a little YouTube symbol. If you talk on Twitch, there's a little Twitch symbol. Neat. Twitch chat's just a conspiracy theory, correct. So we could do the peaceful ending where we fix her robot and then she just leaves. Quick search. You quickly ascertain that the robot's current blah 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 is sent to blah blah blah. So the units repair it. Flipping the switch, robot jumps to life.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha?
Sure.
Thank you very much. My internal clock says it's been 6 years, 52 days, 40 minutes, and 13 seconds since I last spoke to her. I hope she hasn't gotten lonely.
Rhonda? Is that you?
It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you, sir. This stranger here fixed me up right as rain. Is she a friend of yours?
I don't know how to thank you for bringing Rhonda back to me, stranger. Here, take this. I won't be needing it anymore.
What will you do now?
I don't know. It's been so long since I lost Rhonda that I'm not sure.
Mistress Tabitha, we should be heading off.
And there they go.
There's been much delayed, but we can catch up if we hurry. Come along now.
Yes, Rhonda.
You could also just shoot them. Ah. Kind of sad they were just looking for some connection with its kin. Yeah, but they were also kind of like crazy and probably killed a lot of people. Subterranean. Civilization. Purification. Oh god, Project Purity. You see, we have to purify all of the water in the capital wasteland. And you see, your mom really liked a Bible verse, so we're gonna make this, dedicate our lives to cleaning water. There he is.
Took you long enough, so can I go now?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste.
You'll do fine. Farewell, mi amigo.
If by some chance you want to find me again, and if by some even greater chance the coyotes haven't picked my bones clean, I'll be at my shack.
Thanks, Danny Trejo. And off he goes. I want Bethesda to explain why the Capital Wasteland didn't have any sort of rain. A plot contrivance? I think that's the word. I think that's what you would call it. No, like nuclear nuclear bombs don't stop rain. I don't know. It's like does ML think that like it would actually the Capital Wasteland would actually turn into like a desert? I don't have any ammo for this thing, but it looks cool. Good mod. That Lucky 38 mod is so good. ML lives in his own world. His own world. His own world where everything he writes is the next great American novel. Right now, he's working on Fallout 5, probably. And is so excited to make the next great American novel. When in the future, you know, you're gonna talk about... Oh, there's an invisible wall. God damn it. You're gonna talk about Mark Twain and, you know, other famous American authors, and it's gonna be ML Pagliarulo. That's it. That's his name. Bethesda Fallout is like 75% plot contrivance and 25% doo-wop. Guys, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do for this plot thing. Just play an oldies track. Done. Those games sold because of my writing. Yep. They sure did, Emil. Emil. Oh. It's actually one of the most annoying things about the Fallout show is when it, like, I want to rip my own ears off anytime, like, another oldies track plays, because it's just like, there's not, like, any, like, thought to it. It's just like, oh, play an oldie. Play some old music. It's like, alright. I guess that can substitute for plot. And in a lot of cases, it's like, oh, I remember that from the game. They play that music in the game. I remember Uranium Fever. Remember Uranium Fever?
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10. How may I serve you?
There's no point for nostalgia, isn't for homage. It's just, I don't know, they just play music. Again, it just feels like a lot of, like, did you take the wrong lessons from, like, it's not, I don't know, it's like you don't have to have, like, the music, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, it's very surface level, yeah, it's to get people to pog. You know, and it's just like, you do realize that, like, not all the games were filled with fucking music.
Valid facial pattern detected.
Easy peasy. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, it is. It's an interesting thing to be in the minority of, like, people who like a series, and it's especially weird because it's like the vast majority of people who would probably call themselves like a Fallout fan, a lot of them probably haven't. The majority of them probably haven't actually played any of the old games. Which is just like, you know, it's like they've played Fallout 4, maybe 3, and 76. Look, I'm thankful for the radio, shows me some good old music. It's just, it's weird that, like, I don't know, it's just that it did damage. Yeah, I do agree, like,
Unauthorized facial pattern.
intelligence.
Overriding.
I'm smart. It honestly does do, it did do significant damage in that, again, I think they just, again, it's Bethesda not taking the right lesson from the music, which is like, it makes, okay, I can accept the fact that, like, people have, like, made, in the post-apocalypse, they've, like, rebuilt their radio stations and shit, and they have, you know, they're like broadcasting radio and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't stretch the imagination. I can completely accept that. But, like, it's not like everyone is constantly listening to the music. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you don't have to have it constantly play. It's not like a... Is this the floor where I can just say ice cream to get the robots to stand down? with 10
Third
luck.
floor access is for executives only. Please identify.
Ice cream, or 7 luck only.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
I've seen someone use that I swear I have seen someone use that line of dialogue to prove why Fallout has always had stupid dialogue, or has always been silly. The luck thing where you trick the robot by saying ice cream and it works. All right, well, there's another Brotherhood. Man, these guys suck. Of course they do that. Oh, it's awful. Oh, that's one of like it happened. Been happening like almost every week with the Fallout show. Is when someone points something out in the show that is like just ridiculous or stupid. You know, there will be someone who like they have it on hand, like a bunch of out of context screen caps of like, you know, single lines of dialogue or single like specific things. Like I think my favorite one, because it was so blatant in how it's like, do you really think like this is, do you think that this is like actually like a good argument, or are you just trying to like, you know, trying to own the chuds or whatever? Because it was 2 lines of dialogue, 2 screenshots. One of them was a failed skill check from New Vegas. So it was a failed check, meaning that like it's a stupid line because it's your character trying to act more, you know, charismatic or you know, skilled with words than they actually are able to. And then the other one was, I believe it was a low intelligence line when you're talking to Fantastic at Helios 1. And it's like you're trying to use, like, are you, like, who are you, why, like, you could have... It's always on Twitter.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on...
Here are their holotapes.
They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent...
Last time I saw someone, it was someone through, was it her profile pic person? Lucy from the show, yeah.
And sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative and ask them if the bears...
My favorite was
that should get them to
my favorite one was the
return when you've gathered all of their reports.
My favorite thing is the people who, you know, you call them out and like you're just like you say like, oh, you're a tourist, oh, you're like a new fan, oh, you don't actually like this thing that much, and they point out that like, oh no, I'm not a tourist. I know I love all the Bethesda stuff. I love Fallout 4. I love Fallout 76. I bought all of this Fallout merchandise, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what makes you a fan, is when you buy all the plastic. And you buy all the plastic from that has the logos of the game on it. That's a very good way to put it, Steven. The humor conversation is sort of a red herring for the real problem of poor, shallow writing. Of course, there's always been humor in the Fallout, in Fallout, but the characters felt real and the stakes were high. The stakes, that's the one big thing, is that the stakes, it's like the characters were not, punch them. Like the characters were like, it felt like there was like real stakes in terms of like what was happening in the wasteland and these people's like thing. Everyone here just feels really stupid. Everyone in the show feels like really dumb. You know, and it also sucks when they use like everyone is stupid on purpose. It's like, well, why do I care then? Like, what do you mean? Like, everyone's just gonna do the completely backwards option for everything, and the excuse is they're dumb? What do you mean I'm a tourist? I played Fallout 4 and 76 once and bought a bunch of merchandise, yeah. Let's wait till daylight, a couple hours. There we go. Yeah, it's like you showing me your Fallout Funko Pop collection or whatever the fuck, or your bobblehead collection, you know, like, that doesn't convince me of anything. Like, that convinces me that you've just spent a bunch of money on shit.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
Don't try anything funny. Are the bears still hunting?
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
Whoa! For the Brotherhood. Hey!
Oh, man. As for the second season of the Fallout show in general, it is a shockingly... I mentioned it on Wednesday. It is a shockingly huge waste of time.
For the Brotherhood.
Will you help improve the chapter, or do you ponder it's time to leave the chapter in rubble? Well, I'm doing the quests for completion's sake, and then I'm probably going to blow them up. The Fallout show is like an amazing waste of time in terms of just like how many hours they have to work with and how little they manage to do with said time. They have like the equivalent of, I think, like 3 or 4 full movies. If you like 3 or 4 hour-half films. They have like, I think, around like 6.5, nearly 7 hours of runtime of the show over the course of a season. Each episode is like 45, 46, 7 minutes, something like that. And it's amazing that they are 2 episodes out from the season being done, and almost nothing has been resolved. Like, none of the plot points that have been brought up from the very beginning of the season have ended. And there's still, like, there's 2 you don't have much time left. You know, granted, if you were better at making these things, you would have more time left. You know, you would have plenty of time. If you had, you have 2 48-minute episodes. You have essentially a whole film's worth of episodes that you could do, and you could do a lot with it. But it's just like, I have a feeling that everything is going to just be wrapped up in the last episode. The next episode is not going to be anything in particular, and then the last episode is probably going to be like mostly fighting, and it's just like everyone's going to wrap up, and there's going to be a stinger for the next season. Like, it's going to set up, like, we already know what the stinger is going to be, kind of. It's going to be something involving the Enclave. It's like the side quests. No, really. Like the what's it called? The side quest, like, or excuse me, the side quest. Like there's plot lines, like, so, like, the first 3-ish episodes, maybe, yeah, 3.5, 4 episodes are just terrible in terms of, like, so there's like a whole setup with the Brotherhood of Steel, And the Brotherhood of Steel factions are all meeting up, all the chapters are meeting up to discuss the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth is gonna fuck them up or something is the implication. And what happens is that it literally ends, I want to say in episode 4, was it? I think it's been a while now, where, yeah, episode 4, because, or 5, I don't remember, it doesn't matter. But like, it ends with the Brotherhood essentially breaking down into, like, just infighting. Like, Maximus kills the envoy from the Commonwealth, the Brotherhood breaks down into infighting, and Maximus and the other dude escape with the cold fusion MacGuffin. And, like, there's been no other sign of the Brotherhood. We have not seen, like, we've not seen any of the other Brotherhood people since that episode, other than a bit from Maximus and the other dude, Thaddeus, I think, the ghoul guy. And they were skipped an episode. They went on pause for an entire episode. It's insane that they have so many of these side plots going on, and they will spend entire episodes not addressing certain, like, entire side plots will just be put on hold. Maximus and Thaddeus with the cold fusion MacGuffin on hold for an entire episode. What's his face? Her brother. Oh God, what is her brother's name? I don't remember his name. I actually find, like, I think the actor's actually pretty good despite the content being terrible. Her brother, who Norm, he was on pause, like, for like a whole episode. And it's like, what are you doing? You don't have time to put this on pause. You know, if you're gonna put this on pause, you should probably make sure to make use of the time of, like, okay, we're gonna really push these other plots while this one is on hold. But no. So, like, the Brotherhood, like, are they gonna just show up again? Like, whoever's left? Is Quintus gonna be Norm is, yeah, Lucy's brother. Like, if fucking, like, is Quintus and, like, whatever's left of the Brotherhood gonna just, like, show up in the last episode? The Legion were there for a single episode so far, and other than seeing some Centurions or some Legionaries, we haven't, like, there's been nothing about them. Welcome to the most modern American writer, all set up, no payoff. Yeah, it's very Abrams. Yeah, Plagueling, you got, it's very Abrams, it's mystery box, it's all set up, no payoff. It's the classic, it overpromise, underdeliver. That's what it is. Overpromise, underdeliver. Overpromise, underdeliver. Can we talk about how stupid it is that the standard? Yes, I actually was like, wait, what? When that happened, where it's like, oh, they store the cold fusion in their necks, and like you have to use like a little like auto injector thing to like take it out of your neck. I was like, what? Why would they do it like that? Why wouldn't it just, like... That seems nuts. But, yeah, so that was weird. Funny, I thought he was the only interesting character in Season 1. Norm is, like... It's interesting in Season 2, because, like, Norm seems to be, like... He doesn't have a plan... But he, like, which is a common train with, like, a common thing with all the characters in the show, it seemingly, is they don't have a plan, but, like, Norm seems, like, really determined to just be like, I'm gonna just, like, fuck it. I'm rolling with the punch. Like, there's a bit of, like, grit in his character writing, and I'm like, I want to see more of it, but I know that it's not going anywhere interesting, like, in terms of, like, it's gonna be just disappointing. Because he's, like... He gets stuck in the vault with the frozen people, with the frozen Vault-Tec people. And he decides, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to unfreeze these people, and I'm going to pretend that I work for Vault-Tec. And then they escape. They find... Okay, I will say, it's absolutely retarded how they escape. There's literally an escape hatch in the ceiling of the vault that leads to a giant air duct that just opens to the surface. So again, the vault could have been explored by anyone, but like Norm takes these people out through this, and there's even like one line that I kind of like, where I really like this one line where he goes out onto the surface. And remember, Norm's lived his entire life in a vault, and he goes out onto the surface and he sees like the desert of Santa Monica and the pier with and all that, and this is like his first time seeing the surface, his first time seeing the sky. And he goes, it's beautiful. Like, it's like, and I'm like, that's actually kind of interesting. Because it's like, this is the first time he's seen any of it. And it's a contrast with all of the other Vault-Tec people who know all of the old, like, what the place looked like before the war. And so I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. That's like a little thing. It's like, yeah, I could see someone who had never seen this before, even seeing, like, desolation of a desert, going like, this is beautiful. You know? That, like, little things. And he keeps, there's just not enough of it. And it like, he's leading them to the Vault-Tec headquarters. And at the Vault-Tec headquarters...
Stay out of the control room and enclosure, or there's gonna be
Okay. Oh, and that's it. But, like, he goes out... oh, man. In the early to mid-2010s, people found out really quickly how popular his style of writing was. You're talking about Abrams, yeah. It didn't achieve anything, and people were always left disappointed. Lost, Alias, Star Wars, Star Trek, but very, very stupid people kept coming back for more. They went on social media to discuss all the possible mysteries. Who was Snoke? Drew more people and self. Yeah, again, it is just like a weird sort of self, you know. And see, like, the thing is like, I don't know why you would write a story without considering how it's going to end. Like, that, like, you are a bad storyteller if you can't end a story.
trouble.
If you fail to end a story, you can't write. Like, you're not a good writer. You know, I don't care how, like, that's like, the sort of ending is extremely important. You could argue it might be the most important part of the story. Because otherwise, what's the fucking, like, point? Half the audience just are on their phones. Manga writers in shambles right now. Well, yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, you know, maybe you should... You know, a manga writing for, like, going on for, like, 3 decades, and it's like, oh, fuck. That in itself is a skill, too, of, like, being able to make something that is, like, a episodic thing go on for seasons and seasons and seasons, and, you know, or episodes or issues and issues and issues. You know, and you see that, too, with stuff like The Simpsons. Compare The Simpsons now to The Simpsons how they were, like, 25 years ago, 30 years ago now. You know, and it's like night and day difference in terms of the quality. They discovered they didn't need to. It was all about the setup and gaining numbers. It was never about compelling stories. It was all about view ratings and numbers. That sucks.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go. Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against
and it's a shame with the Fallout show, because it would be so...
I'd say neither side
I would like... Also, why write a proper ending when you can do a sequel bait? Oh boy. Talking about the Fallout show, what was the end of the first season? Sequel bait to the next season. What is the end of this season going to be? Just set up to the next season.
Most interesting.
It's strange how, like, each of the seasons just seems to be like... just like a setup for, like, filler setup for the next season, which is filler setup for the next season, which is filler setup for the next season. It's so, like, fucking, like, goddamn, Fallout, like, in the Fallout show, like, Mr. House has been in the show for, like, 15 minutes of, like, a 20-hour, of, like, a 6-hour show. I'm over-exaggerating. Like, just fucking, like, what is the point of adding these things if you're not gonna do anything with them? You know, Caesar's Legion is not even there. They're there just because, if I recall correctly, they'll make a goddamn Fallout-type shelter kind of show. Oh, Jesus. You know, it would be so easy, too, to make... Maybe not easy, but, like, that's not the... There are plenty of ways to do a Fallout show with a plot that is, like... I don't know, you could, like... I don't know, like, I think, like, there's a couple ways to approach it. And you could do, like, a retelling of the games, of one of the games. And that could be a thing. Like, again, if you have an 8-episode season that is 6 hours and 40 minutes-ish, let's say 6.5 hours, you could do a whole retelling of Fallout 1. Do a story of the Vault Dweller going out and you know, going from Vault 13, trying to find the water chip, and then defeating the Master. You could do that in 6.5 hours, and it could be really interesting. And you could flesh things out. Do a story that is a sequel to one of the games that hasn't been covered. Go back to Arroyo and have them do... Now, granted, I don't trust any of these people to do this well, but I'm saying, like, there's ideas. Instead of this thing that just kind of, like, erases all of this lore.
For what purpose do you approach me? Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so
Fallout 1
far
has the most
west,
consistent
nearly
story in the main
unthinkable.
series. It's literally right. Yeah.
NCR has forces
You
in
could
all
do,
directions,
like,
and an
a
outpost
really
8
cool thing
miles
of just,
west of
like...
me.
You know, and
They
you
have
could
not
flesh out
responded to
things.
this
You could
fire,
maybe add a little
so
more. You could do
either
like so many
willingness
different things, and
or inability
you could
to
have them go to
populate
the hub and then go to
borders.
Junktown, or you know,
such musings
they
in
do
sport.
some of the side
Please take
quests
it to the
on their way to, like, you know, the main story. Like they do, like they have to deal with Gizmo and fucking Killian in Junktown. They have to go to you know, they have to deal with you know, all this shit. They have to deal with the ghouls in Necropolis and blah blah blah, and then like it shows how they grow as a character and they're getting better at fighting and stuff like that. Then they have to end up fighting joining the Brotherhood. They go to the Glow. They find the water chip, and then they have to fight the Master. They have to go to the like it could be, you could do so much. You know, and it's like, oh, you just want a retelling of the first game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I would take a retelling of the first game instead of a fucking whatever the shit the Fallout show is. The Glow could be an amazing episode. Like, I think what would be a really cool way of doing... Like, I could already imagine, like, an episode where it's like, you have to go to the Glow to get the thing for the Brotherhood. And, like, you could have it so that in the entirety of the episode, in the background, is slowly just, like, you... In like, the sort of ambiance, is the sound of, like, a Geiger counter. And it's... Every once in a while, it creeps up more. They're checking their Pip-Boy, making sure they're getting rads. You show them taking a Rad-X or whatever. It's very quiet. Maybe they're alone on this one. They're not doing it. They're just doing it like whatever the Vault Dweller is. They're on their own. And it could be very like, you know, like a very sort of tense sequence. You know? They could actually, you know, feel something. But that would involve them actually playing the first game. They didn't play the no one involved in that show played the first game. None of them did. I'm not even sure Todd Howard did.